You guys, I can't even tell you what a thrill it is for me to get to introduce you guys to our speaker today, Shawni Pothier. She has been probably one of my greatest mothering mentors over the last decade. I started following her blog, 71 Toes, when I was a young mom, just with one little toddler at home. And so many of the traditions and parenting techniques that I learned over the years came from Shawni. So excited to have her talk to us today about her tradition of the thankful tree. Thanks for being here, Shawni.
Hi, my name is Shawni Pothier from 71toes.com, and I'm so excited to be here today, and I get to share with you one of our favorite traditions, which is our family thankful tree that leads up to Thanksgiving. Every year we just put this tree up on our fridge and we add leaves every day of all these different things that we're thankful for. And I know that it's not this new amazing tradition. I know that there's a lot of people who do things that are similar, but I am here to tell you today that traditions like this are so important and so beautiful because they can bond your family together in ways that you may not even realize as if you're a young mother. I've got 3 kids who are now gone away at college, and it's been pretty cool to watch how different traditions have been able to tie us together even if we're far apart. There was one year when my son was living in Taiwan, and we were able to send him a tree, our own thankful tree for him to bond us together. And another year, my daughter who's living in Hawaii sent us her and her roommates little thankful tree that they did on their fridge. And there's many instances like this that just make a family feel like, okay, we're still together even though we're so far apart. And of course, when everyone's home, it's just a fun thing to do together. So I am going to take you over to my fridge and show you how we do it. Okay, and sorry, but before we get there, I do have to say that aside from being really awesome to tie our family together, it helps us be really thankful for things at Thanksgiving. And I love that. Thanksgiving is one of my very favorite holidays. And so it's a pretty good way to do that. Okay, so let's go down memory lane really fast first because I want to show you what the old trees were like. When we lived in Virginia years ago, these 2 little kids, sorry, this is taken of a computer screen, so, but you get the general idea. Those little kids there, and then here's another year. The things that they're thankful for have really matured through the years. They were just thankful for food and car. Can't even read some of those, but I love looking back at these pictures and these little kids back in the olden days. Then here they are, more recently, more kids added with another year. And then here they are even older with more kids added. And another one even older. Let me see if this one was really extra filled with leaves. We got a little crazy that year. Anyway, it just gives you the basic idea. This is kind of how we do it. This is the process of how we do it as well. And it's kind of funny that my daughter's sitting there on the counter, but you know, whatever it takes. And everyone gets pretty into it. This is another year that was pretty, adding leaves and pretty full tree. Anyway, that gives you kind of the basic idea. Okay, and one more picture because these are the trees that we sent out to my kids who were gone one year. This is the one for my daughter who was gone and lived in Hawaii. So we've added a little bit of a palm leaf on there just to make it special for her. And then this is for my son who lived in Taiwan that year. So it was just so fun to be able to send those to those guys when they were far away. And then this is one that my daughter sent to me from her thankful tree in Hawaii. So we just start with paper. There's this craft paper that you can use if you want to make a bigger tree, or I've used just construction paper before when I made a smaller tree. And then just whatever colors you want for the leaves. I am going to go ahead and show you because we just took down all of our Halloween decorations, and I'm going to show you what we do each year because this is our space now. It's a little bit bigger than it was in our old house. So I use all these pieces and I actually keep them from year to year, which might seem silly, but I just don't want to cut them out over and over again. So I'm going to put it together piece by piece and show you how we do it. Okay, so here is the beginning part of this. It still needs some roots down there on the bottom. And I need to put all these branches on here, but I wanted to say, don't get overwhelmed by the structure of it all. And if you're not artistic and this kind of stuff overwhelms you, have your kids do it, or just make it or trace something, but it does not have to be super fancy. Okay, so here's the finished template product ready for our leaves. We've added just a few here and there, but by the end of the season, this is going to be filled up with leaves. And we just keep a bowl of pre-cut leaves on the counter. I decided to go kind of fancy and do really different colors, but you can cut any shapes you want. They can be super easy. They can be a little more complicated. You can have your kids cut them and just have some markers ready and get that thing totally filled up with all those things that you're thankful for. And since that tree there in the kitchen isn't done, here's a picture from last year. Maybe it's the year before. But that's how it looks when it's all done. And just a little bit into the different things that we write. We just really encourage our kids to be really thoughtful in what they write each day, to really get those thankful juices going for the month of November. Okay, so with that, I will sign off, but I wanted to leave you with my best wishes for your own Thanksgiving tree and Thanksgiving traditions this time of year. May your homes be filled with that gratitude that brings so much joy and happiness. And I just want you to know that I'm going to be posting this same day on my blog, 71toes.com, and I will post a lot of pictures of those past trees and the latest update on our new tree this year. Thanks so much for joining in, and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much to Shawni for that class. We love this tradition so much. Find more from Shawni over at her page, 71toes.com. And if you want a free printable of a thankful tree, we created a super cute one that's like a chalkboard, prints out really, really well, looks just like a real chalkboard, and we're offering that for free. We just want to make it as easy as possible for you guys to start these traditions with your families. So I'm going to link it in the notes. You can also go to seasonsofrenewal.com, or our stories will also be linking that, but go check that out, seasonsofrenewal.com, for a free printable of a thankful tree.